Good morning, Suburban Prepper. Noticed making a lot of videos now on YouTube. The one thing that I don't incorporate in my videos, for some reason, I like to suppress it like I like to suppress everything else, including my shooting, is my humor. So none of you really know me, but I'm a pretty fucking funny guy. Uh, so last night I was dropping the Browns off at the pool, doing a midnight swim, and thought to myself while I was picking my nose and eating my boogers, what orifice bleeds so much that when shit hits the fan, you're going to wish you knew how to take care of it? And that orifice, of course, is nosebleeds. And it dawned on me. I went back to bed after dropping off the Browns at the pool, saying goodbye to them. Nosebleeds. I get them every once in a while. You probably get them every once in a while. We all get it once in a while. And it's an orifice, and it needs to be plugged. So, of course, I woke up at 3 or 4 this morning, wired and ready to go, working on a script for my next video, which is going to be about nosebleeds. And I got something medically to say about it, but I've decided to incorporate some of my dry ass humor. And this is a great time to use my head mannequins as part of my video. I got a couple of mannequins, just training mannequins, heavy ones that have noses. Now I can't get shit to make them bleed out, but I can use them for demonstration. So I think I'm going to do that. And of course, one way you don't treat a nosebleed is putting a tourniquet around the neck. So I'm incorporating that humor, that dry humor, into the video. I say dry. Some people may think it's wet. I have some sexual innuendos in my humor from being a registered nurse, dealing with people that want to sexualize my profession, which I think is disgusting, but that's human nature. And I think most people are disgusting anyway. So I talk one of my biggest videos I've made just accidentally. I have no control of how popular a video gets or doesn't get. I don't understand the algorithm, and I don't think I will. But I enjoy making good videos, or crappy ones. But my video about individual first aid kits and tourniquets, and that video is taken off. And I've learned something from the video. I'm so dry that people think I'm a robotic or an AI. So I need to lighten it up a little bit, increase the amount of humor. Now, one thing I can't change is the B-roll that I get, the footage that I get from my video. That comes from the program that I use. I can't go out and videotape shit all day. I have to get that footage. So that's good. I take footage when I go out to the gun range and go shooting, and I save that footage. Luckily, during my last stint in combat, I had a camera. I had enough sense to buy one before I left, and I recorded as much shit as I could for memory's sake. And I actually use that footage in a lot of my videos now, or some of them. And some of them get demonetized now because I'm a professional YouTuber making some money now. But whatever, it's still good. So one issue that preppers have to deal with is nosebleeds. They're not fun. And all too often I see how people who need people tell people to do the wrong things to stop a nosebleed. And then the humor part of me came in. Using KY jelly, using lubricant like Surgilube or petroleum jelly or Vicks to plug up that hole. Stick your finger in that hole with some lube and plug it up. The innuendo will be something else without being overt. So yeah, I'm going to start applying some more humor to my videos. Is it adult-related humor? Yeah. Is it disgusting? I don't think so. Not any more disgusting than what people are. So what inspired me from that is when I was dropping off my the Browns at the pool, I was picking my nose and eating my boogers. And I'm like, what happens if I stuck my nose or my finger too far up my nose and cause a nosebleed? My finger in an orifice. Drank some coffee, started working on the script. And at first I was going to be serious about it. And I did some research. And I knew this stuff already, how you can spray some Afrin, and that causes constriction, and some neosinephrine, and that kick in and stop the nosebleed. And I have a serious side to it, about you not to bend down, bend over, bend left, or bend right, or bend upside down to stop it. And let's face it, folks, I have rural, urban, and suburban preppers that like to watch my channel. So I like to incorporate some of the scenarios for each one. Yeah, my name is Suburban Prepper. Right now, I'm driving through rural Northwest Indiana up to a point. I go into Chicago Heights where I work. That's definitely urban. The town that I live in is suburbs. Well, there's a mix. And yeah, I overslept. Slept 6 hours. I should have. When I get up, go to the bathroom, I should just stay up for some reason. If I sleep anymore, I get tired. If I stay up, I'm not. Is that weird? I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So here it is. Another video that I'm working on. Let's see if this idiot goes. Oh, God, I want to ram him. I'm going to go jihad on your ass, motherfucker. This guy just cut off in front of me. Go jihad on this motherfucker. No, I won't. I will not do that. I will not go. I'm going to go jihad on this motherfucker. No, I will not do it. I'll lose my job. I'll go to jail. Oh. Thank God I realize I'm at home. Thank God. Anyway, let's get back. So I did a video the other day about secret prepper communications. And it's taken off. And I like to think about the moves when I'm doing some videos. Shoot, move, and communicate. Add medicals. God, I don't like some people. I swear, I just don't like some people. And I don't like people that drive in Indiana with Illinois plates that cut you off. I'm feeling it today, folks. Feeling it. I'm feeling it. Feeling the power of St. Elmo's fire. Anyway, back to the humor. So yeah, I'm going to start doing some more humor in my videos. Look at this moron. That kind of person that drives like that, who just whirs in and out of traffic, is the same kind of person that a couple years ago I was at one of the state gun ranges, and some yahoos, let's just call them yahoos, okay, from Illinois, took out their AK-47s, variants of them, and were shooting at other people's targets because they thought that they had free reign. And the range master kicked these motherfuckers out of the range, a public range. I could tell you a funny story, and I'm going to share it with you, okay? Nothing too graphic. Nothing too graphic. I was at the same gun range. It's called Jasper Pulaski. Right now, as of right now, it was closed because they're working on it. Oh yeah, this guy's from Illinois because he's just swerving in and out of traffic. And this motherfucker here, I hate Illinois people. Swear to God. When they come across the border, one, they vote like they did in Illinois, destroying our county, destroying our state. We're not Northwest Indiana is not Chicago. It's not a collar county of Chicago. Quit voting the same way. You came here because you like our lower taxes. And for God's sake, stop it with the goddamn Cubs and whoever the fuck else is these Illinois teams. You live in Indiana. Live it, learn it, love it. Indiana teams, the Colts, the loser baseball team, that third-rate baseball team that plays in Gary. Learn, live it, love it. We should not be allowed to have blah, 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 Cub signs or whatever, Bear signs. It should be Pacers. It should be Colts. It should be that gibberish minor league baseball team that's up in Gary that nobody watches. That's who should be it. We shouldn't go across the border and be fans of, if you come across the border and become an Indiana resident, you're a Hoosier. You're supposed to like the Colts. You're supposed to like the Hoosiers, IU. Okay? And you don't have to like the Hoosiers, I'm just saying. There's a movie named after the states, basketball, the Hoosiers. For the love of everything that's precious about the state that I live in, please, please. I mean, I swear, now, if you don't know what I mean when I go jihad on somebody, that's just an aggressive driving pattern that combat veterans that have been on convoys directly, not just sitting in the back fucking seat, have picked up a skill that you've picked up from being in combat, doing a lot of driving in the city. Okay? That's all it means. And it usually means, oh, look at that cute puppy. I like puppies more than I like people, honestly. I like puppies. Now, I know wolves are wild, okay? There's a lot of wild animals that are beautiful looking. They weren't, just because they're cute, doesn't mean that they can be pet friendly. They're docile, or they can't live with you. So, I mean, I know the difference, okay? Like I got Baby Bach here, my stuffed animal bear, or Baby Bach. He's a fox. But when my daughter was a little girl, she called him Baby Bach. That's the name that stuck. So he's mine. But I know that a wild fox cannot be a pet. Some people think that they can, but they're wild dogs or wild animals. But you can still admire their beauty. I mean, a bear is a ferocious animal, but it's a beautiful looking animal. Even though, look at this guy here, Delta Force over here. driving his motorcycle. This guy's bigger than I am. Come on, Delta Force. And you know what I don't like? As much as I don't like people, okay, I don't like to see people get hurt. And we got Delta Force over here riding his motorcycle without a helmet on. Wake me up before you go. I don't plan on going solo. Wake me up. Thank you, good buddy. I hope you don't die driving your motorcycle. Love you, sweetheart. I really don't want the guy to die. He's having some fun. Anyway, hope I don't get demonetized for saying all this shit today. So yeah, I'm just going to start putting some more humor, okay, in my YouTube medical videos, my prepping videos. Why? Because this shit's not that serious. If shit hit the fan and you're physically not in shape enough to handle it, you're going to die. I mean, that's the biggest prep. Talk all this shit about putting tourniquets on. Oh no, using a 10 gauge for needle decompression versus a 14 gauge versus a 12 gauge. Versus you can't even walk a mile without your heart exploding. So much of a prepper, myself included, okay? I'm recovering from heart failure 2 years ago. And I've made a big comeback. We're all fucking hypocrites. And if you don't like what I got to say, then turn off the channel. 7:31 Central Time. This is Suburban Prepper. All right, let's give some room to the kids taking the school buses to school. I don't get it. Why people want to evade the school bus. I'll just take my sweet time going out in traffic. You know what's bad? It's like I look at people in the trash that they put out, and I'm like, yeah, I could take that in. Of course I can't. I'm going to work. Or when you go in the other lane and you want to make sure that the guy sees you. Wake me up. Illinois plates, of course. So this has become a rant today, obviously. I have 5 people watching me. Hoo-hoo. I'm going to get to hours today. Of course, I'm doing a live stream. They say it's the worst time to do a live stream in the morning. Nobody gets on YouTube and blah, blah, blah in the morning. And the best time to do it is blah, blah, blah between 6 and 9 or 8 and 10 or something. But I enjoy doing and I get, no one ever stays for the whole video. That's the thing. Nobody watches the whole video. They click on for 30 seconds and then like, oh, go fuck this guy. And then they click off. And you know what? I haven't had a sip of my coffee yet. Let's have a sip of my coffee. It's a beautiful day. Oh, look, a deer got hit. Or it's just sleeping. Oh, look at that. There's a sweet little deer just sleeping on the side of the road. Oh, it's a beautiful looking deer. Did I ever tell you? Well, probably not, because you've never listened to me before. About the time that we had some idiotic Illinois people move to our subdivision from Illinois to Indiana to my subdivision. Well, how do I know that they were from Illinois? Because I'll tell you. They found a rabbit in their backyard, okay, in their little fake backyard. They captured the rabbit because it was docile, and they assumed it was a pet. And it was a cute, wild little rabbit. I mean, these are cute rabbits. Don't get me wrong. You eat them, but they're cute. My dog eats them, and she's a Yorkie. Anyway, he was like, "Oh, there's somebody's rabbit got loose, and I know it's a pet, not a wild animal, because it's so nice." Well, the rabbit was probably so nice because it's weak or sick, and it doesn't have the energy to fight back, so it's just giving up. And I put the comment, just let the rabbit go. It's a wild animal. It's probably sick. You're not going to do any good to it. Having said that, of course, found a little baby rabbit in my backyard. Luckily, my dog hadn't gotten to her yet. And her eye wasn't open. Her eyes weren't open. She was so young. So, rabbits are mammals. What are these guys doing? There a funeral? Yeah, probably. Why is Cedar Lake here? Anyway, not my problem. Something going on at this big church. Is there a police thing here? There's a lot of police cars. Let me finish the story. I'm not going to get into it. Thoughts about the police. Not always that good. So I nursed the rabbit back to health, and then we sent it to a preserve somewhere in Valparaiso or something to live out the rest of its life. Hopefully it's lived a good life so far. I don't know. I didn't get attached to it. But my nature is trying to help things. I didn't want that rabbit to get eaten up by a hawk or something in my backyard. So I nurtured it back to health. It was still wild. It didn't like me. It didn't know who the hell I was. But I knew it didn't mind drinking the milk, my little syringe. And rabbit enjoyed that. Got her back for him. I didn't check the sex. So I guess I'm just as much as a hypocrite about being wild with a rabbit. If you're in my house, you're on my property, I'm going to protect you, even if it's a wild rabbit. Now, if my dog got to you first, shit, you're out of luck. Sorry. Get the hawk, but if I got to you, yeah, I'm going to help because I'm a softie. Doesn't mean I'm weak. 7:38. I got to be at work in 20 minutes. So here's what happened. Not only did they take away, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about work. I'm not going to do it. Let's talk about prepping. So my next video that I'm going to make is going to be me discussing how to use a Uniden SDS 100 scanner. Because I have a Uniden SDS 100 scanner. And I think it's the best scanner that's out there still. And if someone my age in his 50s can figure out how to use this contraption, some younger preppers can, and older ones too, can do it too. But you have to download updates off the internet with it. And you have to, if you want more scanning capability, you have to download or buy an app, the thingamajigger, and I'm going to go all over that. And I'm going to make a video, and it's going to be a long video. And obviously, I'm going to make it a piece at a time because demonstrate. So you can watch my video, get a UDS 100 scanner, and we could scan each other. Excuse me. It's my second cup of coffee this morning. Got up early again. So what are my goals here at Suburban Prepper now that I'm monetized? Well, my number one goal is to make better videos. I'm learning. And I think I have overcome a small hill today, realizing that, God, my videos don't have any humor in them. And I do. I do have some humor. And I know I do. And you can make references to other things, like talk like other characters, humorously. But you know what my problem is, folks? All two of you listeners, thank you for listening, whoever you are. I can't see comments right now when I'm on driving. That's a pretty truck. Said I don't come off funny when you talk to me. One, I have to be so serious at work. I have to be. I had a patient yesterday, 29-year-old, whatever. I had a patient yesterday. I'm going to talk about it. Fuck it. I'm not going to talk about it. Let's just say, if I call you sir or ma'am, my title is not dude. God knows I've earned my title. I don't have an inkle about it, but I have a aura of respect. Let's just say when I get to my retirement age here, I am probably going to retire from this profession and pick up a part-time job at a free clinic or an urgent care clinic just to keep my license active and do it. Let's just say that. I'd be happy with that. And I'm counting down the years. I've got a couple of years left. And we'll just leave it at that. And I'm hoping that I can still make great YouTube content for decades to come. And I like to work in my profession because it still inspires me for ideas. That's where I get the most of my ideas, my medical prepping videos and my prepping videos. Have any of you ever been to any of these prepping conventions like they have in areas? They're mostly rural, though. Why can't we have a prepping convention in a urban area or suburban area? Not everything's got to be countrified. Okay? You can be a prepper in the city. Now, your bug out location shouldn't be a city, but I digress. Now, I don't badmouth other preppers, and I'm not doing this to do that. But one prepper that I don't watch, I don't see any videos anymore. I don't really watch that many more anyway of other preppers because our styles are so different. But Alaska Prepper, he was a paratrooper like I am. He's a combat vet, I know I'm older than him, like I am. He's got type 2 diabetes, probably has some heart problems, like I do, but he quit making videos. Or I couldn't, on his channel, I couldn't find the most recent video. So where did he go? Up there in Alaska. I hope he's okay. Other prepper channels that I like are Local Prepper. He's a guy from Virginia area, a Marine. I believe he was a Marine. I watch Canadian Prepper for some doom and gloom. I enjoy that. I don't really get inspiration from it. He's got a whole company making professional videos. I mean, good for him. I ain't got nothing against that. But one of my favorite preppers, and he just sits and talks. I mean, I saw him doing a video riding an e-bike before, is Pinball. Now, Pinball has his own opinions about stuff, as we all do, but that's another prepper channel that I enjoy watching. I'm going to just be honest with you, folks. I don't have time to watch other channels like I used to. Most of the time, most of the channels I watch now are channels that help you make better videos. And no, I'll probably never make a video about how to make a video. That's not my thing. My thing is how to be a better prepper and a medical person. It's Green Sweetheart, Big RC. Anyway, it's 7:46. I won't be running late today. Regardless of what I do at work, it seems like I'm always never caught up. And hopefully today, by the end of the day, I will be caught up. Just so for tomorrow, I can get behind again. Anyway, there's an aura of smoke around here. Which inspires me to do another video. Anyway, so what are your thoughts? If anyone who's watching this video, any prepping videos, topics that you think you would like for me to make, leave a comment down below. I have some ideas popping up in my head. I have scripts that I've written out, saved. I brainstorm ideas in my head. I write them down. Some of them come to fruition. Some of them are just too cyberpunk and they don't go anywhere. I want to thank the 2 listeners that are still listening to my video here. I hope that's not me. I hope they don't count me as a listener to my own video. Anyway, awkward moments of silence. But my goal is still the same. I want to get enough land from making these YouTube videos where I can start building a bug out location where I can make more videos about a bug out location and set it up, with a place I could sleep in and bug out location, stuff like that. And then with that bug out location, it'll be in a secret location, of course, and I'll have stuff cached there secretly because I'm not going to live there, and I'll have stuff stored there. And that'll be my bug out location. Well, I think we're going to have it. I think we're going to call it. Have a good day. This is survival. This is resilience. This is Suburban Prepper.